All right. Good afternoon, everyone. People, good afternoon. Post lunch ka time it is, so that you don't start sleeping. You'll have to talk with me, right, everyone? Chalo. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. Do you guys know me? You see on the board and tell, no, at least. Yes, I'm C. Ramesh Soni, and I'll be taking care of the taxation mein GST ka portions for you guys. Okay, everyone? Chalo. Now, with this brief introduction, let's go ahead and get it started. First thing first. People, are you done with your DT ka classes? Very good for people who are done. People who are not done, you'll be done very soon. It doesn't matter anyways. Okay. So then why did you ask? I just asked. Okay. Everyone over here now. Now, first thing, sir, about the syllabus, if you can go ahead and tell us. People, can you tell me about your syllabus? You have direct tax in your taxation. How many marks? 60 marks. So for people who don't know, direct tax is for 60 marks and indirect tax is for 40 marks. Now, we'll be covering indirect tax portion, right, everyone? Now, for covering the indirect tax portion, we'll be needing approximately 50 to 60 hours of class, right, everyone? Which we'll be trying to cover over the next 13-14 days, which are there. Okay. Now, sir, did you guys get your books, everyone? Okay. These 40 marks, how are we going to cover? What are the various books which we'll be going ahead and using? Books. Number one, you would have gone ahead and seen this beautiful book with you, the chart book, right, everyone? And one more is the GST total book. You have two books which are there, which I have gone ahead and given. One is the GST total book, and one is the chart book. Sir, books में the GST total. What is the GST total book, everyone? Why do we call it a GST total book? It's the textbook. It's the main book. It consists of the law which we are going to learn. But the GST is a law. Goods and service tax means it's a law. So the main portion of the law is there. Law along with my comments is there. Along with examples, etc. I've gone ahead and beautifully framed the book. Okay, this is the textbook. Now, along with the textbook, what I've gone ahead and included is your question answers, the Q&A which is there. Question answers from your past exam questions which are there, your ICI ka questions which are there. RTP mein you have lot of questions which come, revision test paper, MTP mock test papers mein some questions come, MTP, RTP, past year question, ICI study material ka question. Besides that, some questions which are might be from here there. I have gone ahead and taken, might be CA final mein some very easy question have come. Okay, which I have gone ahead and found that because 2018-19 it used to come for CA final, now it will start coming from you. Very easy kind of questions which are there. Some questions I have gone ahead and created and I have included it in your book. Sir, you will teach us CA final. No, Baba, no, don't worry about it. Okay? But those easy questions which they can go ahead and they would have asked for 2 marks. Here they can ask you for 5 marks. So I've gone ahead and incorporated those questions also. Now, so question answers, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to go anywhere. Now, one question which students go ahead and ask me is, sir, after going ahead and reading a book, do we have to read the ICI material? Baba, you don't have to read the ICI material. Whatever law is there, that law in the same. Baba, law is same whether ICI is giving you the book or we are going ahead and giving you the book. Along with that, comments, examples, I have included it. Sir, question answer, do we have to refer the ICI material? With all due respect to ICI, we have gone ahead and picked the questions from the ICI material and gone ahead and given it for you. So you don't have to go ahead and refer the question answers. Now, the third thing which student tells me, sir, nowadays MCQs are also coming in the exam. You guys know, right? Yes. Now the MCQs which are going to come in the exam, approximately 85 MCQs are being released by the ICI. Along with that, additional MCQs, chapter wise, in chapter also, part wise, means supposedly we are learning section number 22, 23, 24. So section number 22, 23, 24. In your registration chapter, I bifurcated only MCQs relating to that and given in one place. So I've gone ahead and bifurcated the MCQs and I've given it. Along with that, approximately 21 case study MCQs are also included in your book. 21 case study MCQs. Case studies come nowadays. So 21 case study MCQs are also included. Now, one thing again, MCQs with solution I have gone ahead and given. So when we are going ahead and doing the MCQ, in the class, I will do some MCQs with you guys so that you know how to do it. Right, everyone? People, If you only listen, you'll sleep. You'll have to talk. Okay. So MCQs with solution I've gone ahead and given. So whenever you are doing it at home, after I'm gone, taking the classes, not gone. Okay. If you feel like you have to go ahead, you have to go ahead and refer. You'll be happy that sir is gone. So any question, if you want to go ahead and see that okay, MCQ may I'm having a problem. So Baba, some MCQs we'll do in the class. I'll teach you how to do it. And when you are doing the remaining MCQs at home, the solutions are also given, so you will not have any problem. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, GST total understood. Okay. Now, one more book which we are going to refer is the chart book. The chart book which you guys have in your hand is your chart book version 5. So it's the fifth version of the chart book which you guys will be referring. The chart book has 36 pages. Out of that 36 pages, 2 pages are indexed. One page, which is your last page of the chart book, is your, if you can refer, you will be able to see the last page of your chart book is student's note. Whatever note you find important in the class that one day before the exam you should read that note, you can write it over there. So approximately only 33 pages. I've gone ahead and clubbed your 40 marks in 33 pages. Are we clear, everyone? So you read these 33 pages, you are done with your complete ITT ka syllabus. One day before the exam, Baba, listen. When I'll be going ahead and teaching you IDT, I'll be teaching you IDT. Baba, for teaching IDT, I don't need any books. Are you getting it, everyone? I don't need any books. So I will be going ahead and directly teaching you. Now, when I am going ahead and teaching you, if I start telling, this is starting of IDT, and I keep talking, will you know in what path we are going? Or you will be lost? You'll be lost, right? Sir, what are you talking? Where are you talking? Etc. So what I've gone ahead and done is this is the chart book. In chart book, what happens? So first of all, these are the chapters which are there. Now, chapter number 1. I'll be starting from the beginning and I'll be ending over here. I'll be starting from here and I'll be ending over here. So what will happen is every small point which is there, I'll be going ahead and discussing in detail, giving example, everything. Now, sir, after you're gone, if you feel like reading again, then Baba, the textbook which is there, whatever I talk in the class is already there in the textbook as example, illustrations, etc. You getting my point? So in our classroom, we'll be going ahead and discussing. Directly, I'll be discussing all the chapters. We'll be referring to the chart book to see whether we are going ahead and covering one by one everything. After we are done with the chart book, for few chapters, I will be going ahead and also showing you the textbook so that you are sure, he's covering the textbook. It is not that half is taught and later we have to read everything. Are we clear, everyone? Baba, when when you have come over here to learn from me, it's my responsibility that you learn everything. Correct or not, everyone? And then for me to hit you and make you write question answers also, practice also. Yes or no? See, it's my responsibility that you guys are my student. I have to make sure that you learn GST by the end of the class. Yes or no, everyone? So don't worry about it. Aram se relax. Aram se keep listening in the class. You will understand everything. GST is very, very easy. Okay? There is no worry at all. People think GST is difficult, but there is nothing to worry at all. It is very, very easy. Will by the end of the 14 days, you will see, sir, I thought I should not have attended classes only. I remember everything now. Baba, I'll make it very easy for you guys. Aram se relax and keep listening. But one thing I don't like is when I am talking, you will not talk to your friend. I will give you break in between. You talk to your friend. Whatever is there inside, you have to take out. No, you talk and then we'll start again. Okay, everyone? People got it? Chalo. This is the first thing which I wanted to tell you about is the syllabus. Syllabus you guys know now. IDT is 40 marks. In that, approximately 12 marks is your MCQs, right? And the books which we'll be using is the GST total and the chart book. Chart book is one thing which I'll be referring throughout the classes. After we are done with every chapter, we'll solve the question answers and then we'll do the MCQs also. And textbook which is there, whenever required, wherever required, I'll go ahead and show you the textbooks also. Are we all clear, everyone? Now, so syllabus is done, books are done, sir. What else? Okay. How many of you are writing your exam in November 23? Wrong question. How many of you are writing in May 24? Okay. Now, this class which is there is going to be for November 23 students as well as May 24 students. So, sir, can you please tell about the amendment? What do you mean by amendment, everyone? Changes. GST is a law, and what happens in law is law keeps changing. Okay, GST is a law, and law keeps changing. So what will happen is in GST also changes will keep coming. Now, if you are a student and you are writing your exam in November, you are writing your exam in when, everyone? November 23. So for you, can you tell me till when ka amendments are applicable? 6 months before the exam. 6 months before the exam, whatever changes have come, that will, it is not that today one change came, tomorrow is their exam, you should know it. You getting my point, everyone? So government says that 6 months you leave it, whatever changes will come, those are not applicable for you. But 6 months before, it means till 30th of April, whatever changes will come will be applicable for your exam. Are we clear? So all the students writing their exam in November 23, the amendments or the changes which government goes ahead and makes in the law, which are till what date, everyone? 30th of April, are applicable for you. Okay. Now, you will tell me, sir, today is 1st of April. Yes or no, everyone? And hence, sir, the book which you have provided, in that, how will you? So, because today is 1st of April, 1st of April to 30th of April, if any changes come, sir, how will you go ahead and provide? Baba, don't worry about it. Any changes will come during the class. I will discuss and we'll go ahead and make that change in our book and will be completely updated for November 23 exam. Are we clear, everyone? Did you guys understand? So for you, your book is completely updated. The chart book is completely updated and amended for your November 23 exams. Are we clear? In fact, in the chart book, when you go ahead and see, you will see some areas where there is green. Can you see over here? These greens are the recent changes which are applicable for you. So basically what happened? Everyone listen. The previous attempt which was there, what was the previous attempt? May 23. For May 23 student, the amendments were applicable till what date? Till 31st of October. Are we clear? Now you are writing when? November. So from here to here, whatever changes have happened, the new changes which has come, which are fresh, I've gone ahead and put it as green. Are we clear? So in the chart book, wherever you see green, those are the small, see, you'll see over here green. These are small changes which has happened, which are new things for those students who are writing in November 20. Baba, don't worry about it. Whatever I'm telling in class is completely amended and updated for your November 20 exam. Are we clear, everyone? Now, you will tell me, sir, then what will happen to May 24 students? Okay. Everyone over here. May 24. If you are writing your exam in May 24, can you tell me 6 months before means what? Till 31st of October. But sir, you will be teaching in class up to 30th of April ka changes. Yes or no, everyone? Sir, these changes which will come, any changes during this period which will come. Baba, till now I don't know because 31st October is very far. Correct? So till here, all the amendments, changes will be covered in the class. Now, these amendments which happen, what to do about it? For this, before May, approximately February or March 24, we will go ahead and provide you all the amendments which happened during this period. We will provide you the amendment video on our YouTube channel. Baba, the institute which is there, where you have taken the classes. Here, the institute ka YouTube ka channel mein when you go, the amendment video will be provided. Moreover, you guys will be there in the Telegram group also. That Telegram group mein they will go ahead and update you with the amendment video applicable for the May 24. But that will come in February or March 2024. 3 hours, 4 hours ka video. See and aram se enjoy. You will know what are the changes that have come. Are we 100% clear with this point? People watching at home. Okay, now I'm talking about those people who are watching at home. Listen, for you will have to go ahead and refer to the amendment video. Okay. Now, people who have gone ahead and taken the classes over here, for you on the Institute ka channel, you will find it. Those people who are watching at home, you have to go to Ramesh Soni ka YouTube channel, Ramesh Soni YouTube channel. And on my YouTube channel, you will find the amendment video over there. Aram se see the amendment video. Along with the amendment video, the amended notes will also be provided. For you guys also, same thing in your Telegram channel, the amendment video the link as well as the amendment notes will be provided. Are we all 100% clear? So, sir, whether I am writing in November 23 or May 24, as of now, the class is same for all. Aram se enjoy, Baba. Relax and sit and enjoy the class. Can we go ahead, everyone? Done. What is the next one, everyone? Okay, one more thing. I'll have to go ahead and talk about it. People sitting over here, Baba, you guys have any queries? You guys can go ahead and ask to me. Correct. We are anyways face to face. So after the class, you can go ahead and ask to me. Sir, during the class, Baba, raise your hand and sit around. Say, I will get back to you and you can ask me your query. Over. For people who are watching at home, Baba, you can go ahead and take down my number 7259276368. 7259276368. Baba, you can WhatsApp or you can Telegram me your doubt and we can go ahead. I will go ahead and reply to your doubt. Sir, I want to talk to you. What you can do is you can leave me a WhatsApp and I will get back to you saying this is a time we can discuss your doubt. Done? Okay, people. People over here, you can also take down the number. No problem. You have a doubt, you ask in the class only. No. Okay, everyone. And people who are sitting at home, this is the number. You can WhatsApp or Telegram me your doubt. Can we go ahead, everyone? Can we start the class? Okay, chalo. Let's not go ahead and take more time now and get it started, everyone. People, let's start with GST now. First of all, before I start with GST, what is GST? GST is an indirect tax. First of all, you have to know what is the what taxes are of two types. Taxes are of one is direct tax and one is indirect tax. Sir, what is the difference between direct tax and indirect tax? That is very important to understand. People, listen. I run a hotel. What do I do? I run a hotel. Okay, I love drawing. Okay, I will draw. Supposingly, this is my hotel over here. Okay. Now, this is who is this? Okay, okay. Where is that guy? I will take example of that person. Everyone over here. Sir, your name? Prasad. This is Prasad. This is Prasad. Okay. And Prasad is running a hotel. Now, everyone, sir, your name? Gagan. This is Gagan. Gagan came to Prasad ka hotel and he told, I want to eat food. Baba, this is food. Okay. Huh. Now, everyone, listen to me very carefully. He went ahead and gave him food. For the food which is given, he will go ahead and pay how much? 100 rupees for the food plus 10 rupees tax will be collected from him. Now tell me one thing, Prasad, can you keep 100 rupees plus 10 rupees ka tax which is collected from the customer? Can you keep 100 plus 10 rupees? Then the 10 rupees, what will you do? You will give the 10 rupees to the, this is known as direct tax or indirect tax. Why indirect? Baba, actually it is paid by whom? Gagan. To the government, but indirectly through whom? Through Prasad. So government imposed tax on the goods or service which is provided by Prasad. But when Prasad gave food, goods or service pay, actually it is imposed on the goods and service. When you supply the goods and service, the ultimate consumer who is there, you make him or her the bakra. You collect from them 100 rupees for your food or goods or service, plus you collect what? The tax also and give it to the government. So this is known as indirect tax. Tax ka burden is on one person, but he shifts the burden to the ultimate consumer. So consumer is paying to the government indirectly through whom? Through the supplier, whoever is the supplier. Did you understand this? Okay. Now, Prasad, full year he has gone ahead and sold food. Correct or not, everyone? Supposingly he sold food worth rupees 10 lakh. In that his expense is 8 lakh. Expenses, he made a profit of how much? On a profit, Baba, not on the sale. On the profit, you have to pay some tax to the, which is out of your 2 lakh rupees. Say you have to take it out and pay it to the government. That's directly pinching you. Yes or no? Indirect tax is no pinching. Why? Ultimate bakra say you collect and pay. But direct tax, what will happen? From this 2 lakh, which is the profit earned, you have to pay the tax to the government. That is known as direct tax. I earned salary. From the salary, I have to pay tax to the government. Direct tax, indirect tax. Direct tax. I sold some goods, collected tax and gave it to the government. Indirect tax. Everybody understood? I'm teaching you direct or indirect? Indirect tax. ठीक है, चलो. Now, let's come to GST. What is indirect tax? GST is an indirect tax. Actually, GST and customs are indirect tax, but customs is a part of your CA final, so we'll not be going ahead and discussing it. ठीक है, everyone? चलो. Now, GST. When I go ahead and tell you GST, what do you mean by GST, everyone? Goods, goods and services tax. So it's a tax. It's a tax on what? Goods and service. Tell me one thing. I have mobile phone. Can you charge GST? I have remote. Can you charge GST? You have mobile. Can I charge GST? Huh? Baba, just because I have a phone, can you charge GST? No, no, no. One shopkeeper is selling, one shopkeeper is sitting in his shop. 100 mobiles are there. Nobody is buying from him. Will he go in and charge any GST? I know teaching. You know, I don't teach. I'm sleeping at home. Can government tell me, hey, wake up, pay tax? Goods or service, if you have, tax can't come unless you go ahead and goods has to be sold, service has to be provided. There has to be something which you do with the goods and service. Just because anybody has goods and service, tax cannot be charged. There has to be something which you have to go ahead and do, and that something is known as what, everyone? Supply. See, goods should be sold, service should be provided. Now, government is selling what? Goods should be sold, service should be provided. Government gave one name. Goods or service should be supplied. Only when you go ahead and supply goods and service, then government says goods and service tax GST will be imposed on the goods and service which you are supplying, and that imposed ke liye good word which government used is levied. Are you clear, everyone? So whenever I sell the goods, what will be levied, everyone? GST will be levied. I should collect and pay. Service, whenever I provide it, GST will be imposed. Once imposed, now what should I do? Collect and pay. Yes or no, everyone? So, Baba, once goods and service, you are going ahead and supplying. Third step mein GST gets imposed. On what? On the goods, not on me. On the goods or the service which I am going ahead and supplying. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, what will I do? Now, once goods and service pay, now what will I go ahead and do? Can you tell me what will I go ahead and do now? Baba, this is imposed. I will have to collect. Now, fourth step may, what will I do, everyone? Collect and pay only if I am a registered person. Are you guys able to understand? Now, you tell me one thing. There's this guy on the roadside, small boy selling socks on the roadside. Is it goods? Yes. Is the boy selling the socks? Yes. Is GST imposed on the socks? When you are selling it, is GST imposed? Yes. But will he collect and pay? Why? Why no? Because he is not a registered person. So there are four important things which you have to remember. Number one, goods should be there. So we'll read the definition of goods. Then it has to fall in the definition of supply. Then GST will get imposed. Once GST gets imposed, we will. Baba, think about a small shopkeeper. This dosa wala shop wala. Service sold. Baba, food is service only. The restaurant is a service. Service sold. GST got service provided or sold. GST got imposed. What will he do? He will collect and pay. Now you went to his shop. Madam, your name? Shrestha. ठीक है? Shrestha went to uncle ka shop. Uncle is sitting over here. Shrestha madam is over here. Uncle, one masala dosa. I want one masala dosa. Now you tell me one thing. She's not liking it. She's telling, sir, you draw properly. ठीक है? Everyone over here now. ठीक है? Now listen. Uncle went ahead and sold what? Service. Is it a service? Yes. Is it supplied? Yes. Is GST imposed on the dosa? Yes. Now he will go ahead and collect and pay. Think uncle is a registered person. What will uncle do now? He'll tell, madam, give. What will you say? Sir, give invoice. Yes or no? Baba, one shopkeeper is telling you 100 rupees plus 10 rupees GST. You will ask him invoice or not? So he will start calculating. First, let me calculate. Correct or not? So, Baba, now what uncle will do? In the next step, uncle has to calculate GST. GST is equal to value of the supply. What is the value of supply? Supposingly 100 rupees ka masala dosa. Multiplied by the rate of tax. Uncle told GST rate on dosa is 5%, supposing. Okay, everyone? Now uncle has to collect how much GST from her? 5 rupees, 100 rupees for his dosa, 5 rupees for the GST. Anyone, any doubt? So what will uncle tell? Madam, give 105. What will you tell? Sir, please give. So whenever a person will calculate the GST, then he will give you tax invoice. He will give you a tax invoice. Why tax invoice? It's not only invoice. It's an invoice on which tax is charged. He will show no 100 rupees ka dosa, 5 rupees ka tax. Now what will you do? You will give it to. You will give the 105 rupees to me. I will give you the masala dosa. You eat and go. You gave me 105 rupees. Now what will I do with the 5 rupees? Pay to the government. I sold one item today. I raised one invoice after 5 days. You made the payment after 10 days. When should I pay to the government? Today when I sold you the goods? Tomorrow when I gave you the invoice? Or after 10 days when you made me the payment? When should I give GST to the government? See, you would always want later, the better. Government will always want earlier, the better. Who made the law? And hence, government made one in chapter called When is Your Bad Time? That chapter ka name is Time of Supply. What do you mean by time of supply? You did a supply. When is your bad time that you have to pay the GST for the supply? In that chapter, we'll see, oh, you have to pay this 5 rupees. No, they will tell you. You have to pay on invoice. You have to pay when you receive the payment, or when you have to go ahead and pay. You did the supply today. After 1 week, you raised the invoice. After 1 week, you collected the payment. When is your bad time? When is your liability to pay tax to the government? That is told in this chapter. Are we clear? You know, a businessman, as soon as he starts business, he becomes government ka partner. Invariably, you become partner of the government. I started one small mobile ka shop. Government says, Ramesh, collect 18% and give. Mobile pay rate might be 18 or 28, whatever rate, it doesn't matter. As of now, for your exam also, rate they will give you in the question. Rate you don't have to remember. So I told government I will start selling this bottle. Government told Ramesh, I want 18%. It means if I'm selling 100 rupees ka goods, I should collect additional what? 18% and give. So 100 rupees I will give, plus how much I will give? 18 rupees I will give. Is my point 100% understood by all? Tell me one thing. Me as a shopkeeper, before I go ahead and sell something, don't you think I will buy that thing? This bottle I will buy. I bought this bottle supposedly for 50 rupees. For an example, the GST rate is 10%. How much is the GST, everyone? So 10% means 5 rupees. Who am I? Shopkeeper. I am a seller. I will buy from another person. He sold me the goods for 50 rupees plus 5 rupees. I went ahead and paid him how much? 50 rupees plus 5 rupees. Tell me one thing. What will he do with the 5 rupees? He will pay the 5 rupees to the. Is my point clear till here? Now what will I do? I will sell the bottle further to ultimately whom? Consumer. Do you guys agree with me? Now over here, my question to all of you is, he sold me, I sold him the bottle. Am I the consumer? When he sold me the goods, I paid him GST. I am not a consumer. Why did I pay GST? Yes or no, everyone? Baba, GST is to be paid by whom? Consumer. But me as a shopkeeper, I paid GST. Now what to do? Now I will start crying. I will tell government, I was your partner. Correct or not? Government, I am your partner. He sold me the goods. He collected GST. He gave you. Correct? You took GST from me. Yes or no, everyone? I will start crying. I will start crying. So government will tell, okay, Baba, do one thing. You find out one ultimate bakra. Okay? You sell him the goods. You sell him the. I sold him the goods at 100 rupees, supposingly. GST is how much? 10%. 10 rupees. Government told, do one thing. You when you buy the goods, no, whatever tax you pay, you take the inputs, inward pay. Whatever tax you pay, please take the credit. And government gives me the credit of this 5 rupees. And government says, Ramesh, do one thing. You got 5 rupees ka credit, no? When you collect from your ultimate consumer, no, bakra, You deduct your 5 rupees and pay me the remaining 5. It means, tell me one thing. What will I do? My liability. Output means my sale. On that, whatever the tax, how much tax I collected from my customer? 10 rupees. That's my liability. But my input, tax, credit is how much? So ultimately, how much will I pay to the government? The government got, first I paid 5 rupees earlier only. Now I am paying how much? Am I happy now? Why? Because from my pocket I did not pay anything. Whatever I had paid, government gave me the. People got it. Government gave me the credit. When I sold the goods, I collected the tax. I deducted the credit and I paid only the remaining amount to the. Ultimately, tell me one thing. How much government got? On this whole sale of me buying, me selling it further to the ultimate consumer, how much did government get? 10 rupees. How much consumer paid? 10 rupees. Did I pay anything? So, as a shopkeeper or as a trader or dealer, you don't pay any tax to the government. Whatever you buy, on that, whatever tax is there, government gives you the credit. You paid the tax, tax went to the government, government gives you as you paid to Paytm. Paytm will go ahead and give you the credit. That next time you buy anything, you pay that much less. Same way, I bought something, I paid the tax, tax went to the government, government gave me the credit. Now, when I am going ahead and selling, I will collect tax, I will deduct, balance I will pay to the government. Are we clear, everyone? So, tell me one thing. When I sold and I am paying 5 rupees ka tax, what will I do? If I have any input tax credit, supposingly 2 rupees input tax credit is there with me, I will use remaining amount. What will I do? I will make the supposingly 3 rupees. I will make the payment. Now tell me one thing, sir. I had collected from customer 5 rupees, 2 rupees I already had credit, remaining 3 rupees I have paid. Do you think every day you will call and tell the government? You will have to inform the government because government is your partner. You will inform with the help of return. What is a return? It's just a form where you have to say, sir, this much was the sale, this much was the collection, this much was my credit, this much is the balance I have paid, story over. Did you guys understand? People, tell me one thing. First of all, what does a shopkeeper do? Goods or service? He will sell. When he sells, GST gets imposed. Then he will collect. Correct? To collect, he should be a registered person. How will he collect? He will calculate. Do you guys agree with me? He will calculate. After calculating, he will give you a invoice. And now he has to pay the GST to the. When you have to pay the GST, what will you do? You will deduct whatever credit you have. When you're buying, if you had paid any tax, you can deduct. Remaining amount, you will make the and you will file your returns. These are your chapters of GST and your GST gets over. Okay, everyone? See, we will be starting when we start GST. We will be starting with goods and service. Goods and service has to be supplied. GST will get levied. You have to collect and pay. You will have to calculate value into rate of tax. You have to raise a tax invoice. Liability will come. You will use your input tax credit. Remaining amount, make the payment and you file your returns. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, I don't know how to file return. Take the help of a GST practitioner. Story over, Baba. That's all is your GST, small portion which is there. Are we all 100% clear? Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Now, let's go ahead and start with the first chapter, everyone. Now, you will tell me, sir, whatever you are writing, we need that also. Correct? Now, if you need immediately in the class, you can go ahead and take a pic. Yes or no, everyone? But otherwise, they will go ahead and share your Telegram group, which is there. In the Telegram group, they will share one link. In that link, you can download. Chapter wise, whenever one chapter gets over, I'll upload the notes and you can download. Are we clear, everyone? People watching at home, you can go to rameshsoni.com. In rameshsoni.com, you will see over here free resources. There, one free resources ka tab will be there. Under free resources, you have to go to November 23 का folder. In November 23 folder, you will see over there classroom running notes, and you can download those classroom running notes and the same thing which will be provided to this student, Baba, which I'm going ahead and writing, you'll be able to download. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? So, come back. Now, everyone over here, please come to your first chart which is there, everyone. First chart which is there. Please come to your first chart. Let's get it started, everyone. Chalo, everyone, in your chart number 1, can we go ahead, everyone? People, can we go ahead? Chalo. Please come to chart number 1, GST in India, an introduction. Please come to chart number 1, everyone. Let's go ahead. Number 1, if you see, so sir, this chapter which is there, the first chapter, is it important or not? Baba, the chapter is very important. If you don't know the basics, you will not be able to understand, because the future chapters which are there, are basically your main chapters starting. But this basic ka chapter which is there is your foundation. Remember one thing, the first 3-4 days ka classes which are there are your basic foundation. If your foundation is not clear, the building will come like this, falling. Are you clear, everyone? So your foundation has to be 100% clear. The chapter number 1, although might be in the exam, they can go ahead and, Baba, 3 to 4 marks, they can go ahead and ask you in the exam. 40 marks में 3 to 4 marks means 10%. Correct or not? 13 chapters are there. You can't leave any chapter and go. Are we clear, everyone? And yes, this chapter is very important. Chalo, we'll go ahead and start with chapter number 1. Now, you know the Constitution of India, everyone? Constitution of India, that's the Mother Act. The Mother Act which gives the power to do anything is known as is the Constitution of India. In Constitution of India, there are many articles. Articles means as of now you can take it to be chapters type. In article number 366, there is one paragraph which is 12A. 12A, which is newly inserted now by the government, which gives the definition of GST. Sir, what do you mean by GST? It says GST means any tax on supply of goods, services, or both. Baba, whenever goods, services, or both. What do you mean by both? You came to our class. I gave you goods also, which is books. I gave you service also. So it's a combination of goods and service. So whenever it is goods or service or both, whenever goods, services, or both are being supplied, there will be levied a tax, and this tax will be known as what, everyone? GST. Ah, sir, what is new? We already knew. Sir, whenever goods or service will be supplied, GST will be imposed. Correct or not? So they are going ahead and telling the same thing, that in goods and service pay, supply, whenever you do goods and service ka, then a tax will be levied, which is known as what, everyone? Yes. Are we all clear till here? But it says over here, except alcoholic liquor for AL for HC. Now you will tell, sir, the chart book which is there, the small mnemonics which are there. Baba, in your Telegram group, the link for the mnemonics will be shared. People watching at home, again, I'll tell you, you can go to rameshsoni.com, free resources tab. In free resources tab, November 23 folder, you will find over there CA chart book mnemonics. You can download that and you will be able to have the mnemonics with you. Okay, everyone? But students who are attending over here in the class, Baba, don't worry about the mnemonics. Anyways, when I'm teaching you, I will tell you the mnemonics, and by the chapter ka end, you'll remember everything. Now, why are mnemonics important? I'll tell you. One thing is learning everything conceptually. You will learn everything conceptually, but you remember zero in the exam. Will you get marks? Remembering is also important. So, Baba, the first thing which we'll be doing in the class is going ahead and learning everything conceptually. Now, so that we can retain what we have gone ahead and learned, is something which I have gone ahead and done is the chart book. So that you can revise again and again and again. So with the chart book and with the mnemonics, you will remember things in the exam. Third thing is writing. Baba, only remembering will not help. You have to write also. And for writing, we will be anyways practicing the question answer. Are we clear, everyone? Now, except AL for HC. Now you will tell me, sir, what is this? AL for HC. AL for HC. A means alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Are we clear, everyone? Alcoholic liquor for human. Arey Baba, alcohol. Alcohol. Okay, everyone. Ah, you got it? No. Alcohol. They are talking about alcohol. Listen. Any goods, services, or both Goods, services, or both, whenever it is supplied, tax will be levied, which is what everyone? GST. Any tax you levy on goods, services, that is known as GST. You know what? When GST came, if any goods are sold, 50% tax is taken by whom? Central government. Baba, you will see in your invoice, CGST 9%, SGST 9%, central government 9%, state government. It means central government is taking how much? 9%. You know, when GST came, all the old laws were deleted. You guys know that? All the old laws got deleted. But state government was charging whenever alcoholic liquor used to be manufactured and sold, state government charges what? State government ka state excise duty and VAT, value added tax, is being charged by whom? State government. Now state government told because of coming of GST, any tax on supply of goods, services or both, me, central government will eat 50% and state government will eat 50%. But state government told we are not ready to leave our alcohol. Recession or depression, happy or poor, rich or poor, happy or sad, person will drink. Correct? And hence, state government went ahead and told this alcoholic liquor for human consumption is one place where recession can't come. I will never be in loss. Are you guys getting it? And hence, state government told, okay, you get GST, but you get GST, but in the Constitution, the Mother Act, in the Mother Act, you take Mother Promise that I will levy any on goods services ka supply tax will be levied, and that is GST. Whenever GST will come, both the government will divide. Central government and state government will divide 50-50 among them. But you know what? Then they told, please write over there, if GST can be levied on goods, services or both, whenever it is supplied, GST will be levied. The tax which is levied is what? GST. But you can't levy it on alcoholic liquor for human consumption. So, Baba, people, can you tell me one thing? Whenever goods or service or a combination of goods and service is being supplied, the tax will be levied. Which is this tax, everyone? GST. But it will not be levied on what? So we are putting it out. What are we putting out, everyone? Alcoholic liquor for. Remember one thing, this is one item which is non-taxable under GST. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Are we clear, everyone? Let's go ahead. Everyone over here now. Then, if I go ahead and tell you, what do you mean by tax, everyone? Can you tell me what do you mean by tax? Tax means a compulsory payment. Tax is nothing other than a compulsory payment which you go ahead and do under an act. Baba, is it voluntarily? I want to give, I will give. I don't want to give, I will not give. Is it voluntary, everyone? It is compulsory, which you do under an. Tell me one thing. Rowdies came to his shop. Sir, your name? Gagan. Baba, Gagan is sitting in his shop like this. Rowdies came and told, I give 100 rupees. He gave 100 rupees. That is also a compulsory payment. But is that tax? Why? Because for it to be called tax, it has to be collected under an act. Are we clear, everyone? And it is paid to whom? Not to rowdies. It is paid to government. Why? Because government will give you various public service. So tax is a compulsory payment which you do under an act, and it is done to the government. Why? Because government provides you various public service. Can you tell me what are the services provided by the government? Education, healthcare, then transportation, Baba, hospitals. Yes or no, everyone? All these are provided. Roads, bridges, all these are provided by the government. Police. Baba, police is there? No, they will keep going around. So all these are provided by the government with the money which is collected from tax. Are we clear, everyone? Now, everyone over here. Can you see direct tax and indirect tax ka difference over here? Let's understand. See, these are the direct tax and indirect tax ka difference also. And these are the features of direct indirect tax also. These are the features also, and these are differences also. Number one, direct tax is imposed on me, taxpayer. Indirect tax is imposed on goods and service. Are we clear? Indirect tax is not imposed on a person, it is on goods and service. Direct tax, the burden is on the Baba, if tax is imposed on me, I only have to bear the burden. Indirect tax, what will I do, everyone? I will shift the burden. Ultimate bakra will be someone else. Yes, everyone? On my goods and service tax will be imposed, but I will shift the burden to the ultimate consumer. Direct tax, income tax is an example. Indirect tax, GST and custom. Baba, customs which is there, custom duty is charged under Customs Act, but Customs Act will be discussing is here. Fine. Next. Direct tax is progressive. What do you mean by progressive, everyone? You progress, tax will progress. For an example, zero income, zero tax. Little income, little tax. More income, more tax. Even more income, more tax. Again, more income, more tax. Baba, 5%, 20%, 30%. As and when you progress, tax also 5%, 20%, 30%. Tax also will progress. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? So, when you progress, the tax will also progress. But sir, indirect tax is regressive in nature. What do you mean by regressive? You went to eat one masala dosa. Gagan went to eat one masala dosa. 20 rupees, 5 rupees tax he paid. I went to eat. How much will I pay? 20 rupees, 5 rupees tax. One super rich person went to eat. He will pay 20 rupees plus. I bought this mobile phone. I paid 10,000 plus 2,000 tax. He paid 10,000 plus 2,000. One super rich person went ahead and bought 10,000 plus 2,000. So it is regressive. Regressive means same for all income level. Are we clear, everyone? Indirect tax is same for all. You are poor, rich, middle class, upper class, doesn't matter. It is same for all. But direct tax, progressive. As in when you progress, the tax also progresses. More income, more tax. Less income, less tax. No income, no tax. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all clear till here? Now, people, what did we learn till now? GST means any tax on supply of goods, services, or both, except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Secondly, we learned what is tax. Tax means compulsory payment which you do to the under an act to the government to provide various public services. Clear? Third, difference between direct tax, indirect tax. Direct tax is imposed on taxpayer. Indirect tax is on goods and service. Direct tax burden is also on me. Indirect tax burden can be shifted to whom? Ultimate consumer. How will I shift the burden? When I am supplying, I'll collect from him. Whatever tax I have paid, I will deduct, and remaining I'll pay to the. So on me, there is no burden. Direct tax is income tax, indirect tax is GST and custom. Direct tax is progressive, indirect tax is regressive. Same for all income level. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now, GST came as a new law in 2017. For any new law to come, whenever a new law comes, there will be some problem in the old law. Baba, your old mobile was not working. That is why you generally buy a new phone. Your old law may some problem was there. That is why new law came. Let's understand what were the problem in the existing. Existing means when the new law GST came, that time the existing laws which were there. What was the problem? Number one is cascading effect. To explain you this, we'll have to come to our textbook. Please come to our textbook, everyone. First chapter, GST in India and introduction. Please come to the first chapter. Down. We will be understanding about cascading effect. Everyone, let's understand cascading effect. Page number 2, 1.2. Everyone over here, see. Manufacturer sells the goods to whom? Wholesaler. Wholesaler sells the good to whom? Retailer. Retailer sells the goods to whom? Consumer. Okay. Now, earlier what used to happen, because we are talking about earlier tax system and what was the problem because of which GST came. Very important to understand, everyone. Okay. Now, manufacturer, no, earlier manufacturers used to be registered under excise. There was excise duty. Whenever you manufacture the goods, earlier I'm talking about before GST, okay? Whenever you used to manufacture any goods, you have to go ahead and pay what, everyone? Excise duty. So whenever he used to manufacture and sell the goods, Supposing his cost plus profit is 100 rupees over here. He will pay excise duty 10%. How much is 10%, everyone? 10 rupees. So, Baba, how much is the total? Excise duty is on what, everyone? On manufacturing. If you manufacture, excise duty. Now, after manufacturing, you will sell also, no? As a manufacturer also, I will manufacture and then sell. When I am selling, within the state, there is to be something called value added tax. VAT used to be there earlier. VAT. Okay, everyone. For an example, VAT was 10%. Can you tell me 10% will be levied on what? 110. And it used to be 121 on which goods used to be sell. My question to you guys is 10 rupees ka excise duty included in this? Is on this amount tax also charged? Don't you think tax on tax is there? People, 10 rupees was already included in this. VAT is another tax. Excise duty is also a tax. Don't you think tax pay another tax is being charged? Baba, is the government ka objective charging tax on tax and making goods expensive? Or the government ka objective is just to charge tax on goods or service? Tax on goods or service. Baba, don't you think here tax on tax is happening? Because of this, what will happen? The commodity ka price will go up or down? Up. Yes or no, everyone? Baba, when it is sold to this person, he will go ahead and sell it further. Don't you think the ultimate consumer, when he buys, the price will go up because tax on tax is charged? And that was a problem in the earlier tax system. Are we clear? And hence they went ahead and told we'll bring in what, everyone? GST. Number one, cascading effect is of tax is one of the vital ill effects of indirect tax. Baba, what is cascading effect? Whenever you buy something, whenever you buy something, okay, I went in and sold something supposedly. On any tax, if I go ahead and charge any tax on tax, whenever it is there, it is always known as what, everyone? Cascading. Okay, I want to go ahead and ask you one more thing. Tell me, supposingly, earlier what used to happen? I am a teacher, okay? Now, when I am going ahead and teaching to the student, I used to go ahead and charge, supposing 10,000 ka fees, I used to go ahead and charge service tax. For an example I am telling 10% service tax, how much will I charge you? 1,000. Okay, everyone? Listen. If I will go ahead and buy one, supposingly, laptop to teach, I wanted one laptop. I bought a laptop for supposingly, for an example, I'll tell you, I bought a laptop for 5,000 rupees. You don't get it, but you think. How much GST I paid? Not GST. Earlier, I used to pay what? VAT. For goods, VAT used to be charged. For service, service tax used to be there. When I buy, how much VAT I paid? 500 rupees. Listen carefully, everyone. As a service provider, I will be registered under what? Service tax. I was never registered under VAT. But I paid VAT. Will I get this 500 rupees ka input tax credit? Why? I am not registered. I am registered under service tax. Tell me one thing. 5,000 plus 500 rupees ka, if I don't get the credit, will 500 rupees become part of my cost? Yes or no, everyone? So when I am providing you the service classes, will my classes ka price be little more or it will be little less? Baba, don't you think indirectly that 5,000 ka laptop plus 500 rupees will also become part of my cost, and that cost ultimately I'll recover from whom? Students only. So don't you think the 10,000 fees which I'm charging you, in that some portion of 5,000 and 5,500 is also there? Because ultimately this 5,500 from whom should I recover? Students? Yes or no, everyone? So don't you think the fees which I'll be charging you will be little more, so that I can recover that 500 rupees also? I will charge you little more fees. So don't you think over here there is no integration between service tax and VAT? Because of this non-integration also, the price of the goods and service was going up. Are we clear, everyone? And hence that was also a problem. That is what is being told over here, that sir, Non-integration of VAT and service tax was causing another double taxation. Can I go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. You as a customer, in your cost, you are paying me some portion of VAT, plus you are paying me service tax also. There are two taxes which are being included. Indirectly, you are paying or not? People, you are getting it. See, actually seeing it, there is only service tax. But don't you think this VAT is also a part of your part of my cost? So indirectly, you are paying service tax also, VAT also. Are you guys able to understand this point? And I go ahead, everyone. Next. Is this point 100% clear? People, I am going ahead and telling one point one time on the understanding that students are understanding. If you by chance don't understand, raise your hand so that I can repeat it. Is everyone 100% clear till here? Sure, can I go ahead? Chalo. Now, everyone over here now. No SANVAT credit. I will talk about it. Listen carefully. Tell me one thing. Earlier, what we are talking about the old law, which is removed. You know what used to happen? He sold the goods to him. Wholesalers, are they manufacturing? If you are not manufacturing, will you take your registration under excise? Only manufacturers used to be registered under Excise Act. So he will be registered only under VAT, value added tax. Now my point over here is, if you are registered under VAT, when you have bought, will you get excise duty and VAT both ka credit? 10 rupees and 11. Baba, how much is the tax paid by him? He has paid 10 rupees and 11. So he will tell, sir, government, I am your partner. Correct or not? Earlier. But government is to say, partner, see, you are not registered under excise, so we will not give you excise duty ka credit. Yes, everyone, did you guys understand? Because he used to be registered only under VAT, excise duty ka credit he never used to get. Now, my question to you guys, if you don't get excise duty ka credit, you will add it to your cost. Can you tell me his cost will be 100 or 110 now? 110. Don't you think in the cost, excise duty portion is already there? It means tax is already there. Yes, everyone. He sold for a profit, supposedly 11 rupees ka profit he made. He sold at 121. Baba, when you are selling, again you have to charge what? VAT. Baba, selling pay, you have to charge value added. Tell me, 121 was there already some tax? Where? Excise duty was already included, correct? Don't you think again on this tax came? So again tax on. Don't you think tax on tax will keep happening? Yes or no, everyone? That is what they are telling over here. No SANVAT credit. SANVAT means Central Value Added Tax. Central Value Added Tax. What is Central Value Added? Excise duty. Excise duty. Are we clear, everyone? After manufacturing stage to a dealer means you will not get the credit. They are telling you will not get the credit. And because you don't get the credit, what will happen? You will add it to. Whenever any tax ka credit is not given, it always becomes part of the cost. Clear? Cost may tax is there. When I will sell, I will charge again tax. Tax on tax. And tax on tax is what, everyone? Cascading effect. Can I go ahead, everyone? Got it? Sure. Next. Everyone, earlier, you know what? When VAT Act came, VAT, value added tax was introduced in India. Government thought we'll go ahead and remove all the other taxes and we'll keep only VAT. But after VAT came, no, there were still taxes like luxury tax on hotels. Still, they were charging luxury tax. Entertainment tax. Government is going ahead and telling, we thought when VAT will come, all taxes will go. But VAT is when the VAT came, luxury tax was there, movies etc. May entertainment tax was there. So government told VAT, luxury tax, entertainment tax, we will remove everything, and now we will get what? GST. But was this a problem in the earlier law or not? There were VAT, CST, then excise duty, VAT, luxury tax, entertainment tax, all these were there. So luxury tax was being charged in hotels. Entertainment tax was being charged in movies, theaters. Are we clear, everyone? Next. This you will not understand now after some time. Are we all clear till here? So I've gone ahead and told over here. See, cascading effect means tax on tax was one of the biggest problem in the earlier tax system. You buy something, you were not getting the credit. If you don't get the credit, it was becoming part of your cost. When cost may any tax is included and again you charge tax, it will always become what? Tax on tax. Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one, no send VAT credit to traders or dealer. What do you mean by no send VAT credit? Baba, excise duty ka credit I will not get. If I don't get excise duty ka credit as a trader, what will I do? Add to cost, tax on tax. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here, double taxation. Why? VAT and service tax ka integration was not there. When I used to buy VAT, I used to pay. Service tax, if I am providing a service. Service tax ke liye I can't use my VAT. So this VAT will become part of my cost. Again, tax on tax. Then several taxes like luxury tax, entertainment tax, etc. were not being subsumed. Government told these are the problems, and because of that, what government did? GST. Are we all 100% clear? Can we go ahead? People see till here, and can we go ahead then? Everyone over here now. Listen. Now, what are the various features of GST? What do you mean by features, everyone? What are my features? Hairs are there, beard is there, nose is there. Correct or not, everyone? Those are features. So, what are the features of GST? GST is a tax. Okay, sir. The first feature is it is a tax. The second feature is when it's a tax on supply of goods, services, or both. Okay, sir. I divided one feature into two. Number one, it's a tax. Number two, it's a tax on what? Whenever you supply what? Goods, services, or both, GST will be imposed. Next, it's a consumption tax. What do you mean by consumption tax, everyone? Ultimately, tax will be borne by the consumer. Will supplier pay any tax? Why? I will take input. When I sell, I will deduct my whatever tax I have paid, I will deduct. So ultimately, traders, supplier, dealers don't pay any tax. Ultimate tax is paid by whom? Consumer. So it's a consumption tax. The tax will be ultimately borne by whom? The person who bears, who consumes. Are we all clear with this point? Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is it's a destination based tax. What do you mean by destination based tax? That you have to understand over here. Listen. Now, supposingly, okay, you tell me one thing. Supposingly, this is the state of Karnataka. I am a person who is doing manufacturing in the state of Karnataka and I sell my goods to person in Delhi. What is the origin of the goods? And what is the destination of the goods? Delhi. On these goods, which government should get the tax? Karnataka or Delhi? You are in Karnataka, so you will think, sir, better to Karnataka government only should get. Now listen, we'll reverse it. Delhi ka person made the goods and sold it to Karnataka. Where would you want your tax to go? Arey, Delhi ka person made the goods and sold to Karnataka. The goods are ultimately consumed in Karnataka. Where would you want your tax to go? Yes or not? Logical. You would want your tax should go to your government. Your government is developed, then ultimately hospitals, schools, roads in your area will get developed. First thing, why GST is a destination based tax is because ultimately, tell me one thing. In Delhi, there is only one person who is manufacturing. In Karnataka, there are five consumers who are there. Where is the tax requirement? In Delhi or Karnataka? Here, there is only manufacturer. Here, there is consumer. You tell me where is the tax requirement? Manufacturing state में or consuming state में? Consuming state. Are we clear, everyone? So in GST, the development of a state or growth of a state is dependent on the fact on the number of consumers and not the number of manufacturers. Are we clear, everyone? If supposingly in Karnataka there are only manufacturers, will Karnataka get any tax? If in Karnataka there are only consumers, will Karnataka earn tax? Yes, because ultimately government is selling that state where the goods are finally consumed. That state may the tax. Baba, tell me one thing. Anyone falls sick, he will run to Delhi to get his treatment done, or he will get it done in Karnataka only. So, Baba, where is the tax ka requirement? Where there are consumer, and hence always remember one thing: GST has been made as a destination based tax because ultimately tax ka requirement is where the destination of the goods or services is there, and the destination of the goods or services ultimately where there are consumers. Is my point sharp clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Okay, so people, did you understand the first point? GST is a tax. Okay, sir. Secondly, consumption based tax means where will the tax ultimately? Okay, who will bear the burden? Consumer. And when you bear the burden, you would want your tax to go to which state? Origin or destination? Baba, destination where you are actually there. Can I go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. Delhi mein goods are manufactured, Karnataka mein consumed. Which is the consumption state? You would want your tax to reach to be where? In Karnataka only, so that when your tax goes to your government develops, and ultimately you will develop because hospital, roads, bridges will be made in your state. Can we go ahead, everyone? And hence they have made the GST as a destination based tax. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, GST is a value added tax. This is one very interesting concept. We'll go ahead and understand over here. Please come to your book, page number 1.3. Can we discuss this, everyone? Everyone over here, this is the most important part which you have to understand, and the most easiest part. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. See, VAT is gone, value added tax is gone, but VAT ka same model has been adopted in GST also. Let's go ahead and understand how the VAT model has been adopted in GST. Now, this manufacturer sold the goods to whom? Wholesaler. Wholesaler sold the goods to whom? Retailer. Retailer sold the goods to whom? Consumer. Okay, everyone. Now, old laws are gone. Now, what is charged? GST. GST is a staged collection process. Government says, I will not collect the tax only on the first supply, or I will not collect only on the last supply. I will collect on each transaction. I will collect my tax. Are we clear, everyone? Now, let's understand how government collects tax when goods are being sold from one person to the next, next to the next, next to the ultimate consumer. Okay, everyone, listen. This guy sold him the goods. He is a manufacturer. Manufacturer, okay. I want to tell you one small thing. Listen. Earlier, what used to happen, everyone? Whenever goods used to be manufactured, Baba, that was the taxable event. Means that was the taxable event means that was the crime. That was the crime which you do, because of which, if you are a manufacturer, that crime you did, you have to pay what? Excise duty. Are we clear? And that excise duty used to go to central government. It used to go to whom? Central government. If goods were being sold within the state, intra means everyone, by whom? By a trader or a dealer. What used to be charged, everyone? Value added tax. VAT used to be charged if it is sold within the state, and that used to go to whom? State government. Earlier, whenever goods used to be sold interstate, interstate means one state to another state, by a trader or a dealer, central sales tax used to be charged, CST. One state to another state, if you used to go ahead and sell goods earlier, what you used to charge, everyone? Not VAT, CST. And what it used to go to whom? State government. Earlier, whenever services were being provided, the good word we say is provisioning of service. We don't say providing of service. You used to call it as provisioning of service. Okay. Then, by whom? By a service provider. What I used to charge, everyone? Service tax, and I used to pay it to whom? Central government. Now, all this goods and service, now after the coming of GST, post GST, all these taxes are gone. What is there now? GST. Goods and service to remains goods or whether it is goods or service. All this are no more there. Now they go ahead and use only one word. What is the word, everyone? The crime is known as supply. If goods and service, if you do the crime of supply, if you are a, nay, they no more call it manufacturer, trader, dealer, service provider. They call it only a. If you are a taxable person, you will go ahead and charge what, everyone? GST, and you will pay. You will not charge all this thing now. You will charge GST, and you know what? You will collect the GST and give 50% to central government, 50% to state government. Are we clear, everyone? Always remember. So now what will happen? Whenever I will go ahead and supply the goods or service, what will I collect, everyone? GST. 50% CGST, 50% SGST, CGST to central government, SGST to state government. Is my point clear to all? Now listen. In this transaction, I sold the goods at 100 rupees. GST how much? 10. 10. I sold the goods at 120. He will go ahead and pay me 100 rupees plus 20 rupees. Tell me one thing. What will I do with the 20 rupees? Pay to the government. So at the first stage, can you tell me how much the government is going ahead and getting? CGST 10. Central SGST how much government is getting? State government 10. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now tell me one thing. What will this guy do? He will start crying. What will he tell now? Sir, I am a trader. I am a registered person. I will go ahead and collect the tax and give it to you. Why did you make me pay the GST? Yes or no? I paid the GST. He paid to the government. Government will give me the credit. Government will say whatever inputs you buy. Inputs means inward. On that, whatever tax you paid, you take the credit. Are we clear? And that is known as inputs, tax, input, tax, credit. So how much credit will I get? Can you tell me? CGST 10, SGST. Are we all 100% clear? Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, when I go ahead and sell the goods, I go ahead and cost is how much? Baba, if I get the credit, will it become part of my cost? For me, cost is only 100. So for me, the cost is only 100 rupees. I added a profit. How much profit? 10 rupees. And I am selling the goods at how much, everyone? 110. Now, everyone over here. On 110, what will I go ahead and charge? When I am selling, I will also charge GST. Baba, think that all these people are what? Taxable person, registered person only. Okay, everyone? Taxable means all these are registered person. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, sir, did he not have any input? No, this guy did not have any input. Think this is the first stage. First, he sold. Okay, everyone? Now, sir, he sold it further. At 100 rupees was his cost. He made a profit of 10 rupees. Baba, you are able to imagine a shopkeeper. He is selling GST, CGST and 10%, 10%. Can you tell me this GST is known as what? Output. Baba, output means my sales. On that, whatever tax I collect is my liability. So it is known as OTL, output tax liability. What is it? Output tax liability. How much is my output tax liability? CGST and SGST? 11 and 11. Can you tell me what will I do? I have input also. Yes or no, everyone? Input tax credit is how much? 10, 10. Can you tell me how much will I pay to the government? 1 and so can you tell me over here? This will be my payment to the government in the second stage. How much government got? 1 and 1. Anyone, any doubt? Baba, whatever I buy, I will get always input as a registered person. Whenever I'll sell, I'll collect GST. Input, output say I will set off the input and I'll always pay the balance to the government. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here. Tell me one thing. Now, supposing this is the Bakra, ultimate consumer. He consumed the goods. Will he go ahead and get any input? Will he go ahead and get any input? Supposingly, he is not a registered person. He is just a consumer. He consumed the goods finally. Then, Baba, he will not sell further. Government will also not get any tax. Can you tell me the ultimate consumer paid how much tax to this guy? 110 rupees for the goods, 11 CGST and 11. How much government got? 11 CGST and 11 SGST. As the chain stops, government ka collection also stop. ठीक है. We will go ahead and continue it further. For an example, this guy is a registered person and he is going to sell it further. Now what will he do? He'll start crying. Why? Sir, I am a trader. I am a dealer. I will sell further. Yes or no? So government will tell, very good. If you are a dealer, I will give you always what? Input pay tax credit. How much? How much he paid? CGST 11. SGST. Whatever tax you pay at an earlier stage, you get the credit, which you can use to pay your output tax liability. Is my point clear to all? Now tell me one thing. When he sold, what is his cost? When he got 11 and 11 ka credit, what is his cost? 110. He made a profit, supposedly 10%. I'm taking 10%. He sold at 121. Baba, on the selling price, GST will come. How much GST? 10% and 10% is on the goods. For an, Baba, 10% is not rate or no rate. I'm just giving you for understanding purpose. Take everyone. Next. Actually, you will see mostly 9 and 9. If I keep it 9 and 9, it will be little calculation. So I've kept it 10. Okay, everyone. Now, 12.1 and 12.1. Can you tell me what is this? This is my output pay tax liability. Can you tell me 12.1 and 12 point? Can you tell me the input tax credit, everyone? 11 and can you tell me how much will I pay to the government by cash? 1 and 1.1 and 1.1. Can you tell me in the third stage how much government got? 1.1 and 1 point. Can you tell me consumer paid me how much? 121, 12.1, 12.1. I deducted from 12.1 whatever was my credit and I paid the balance to the government. Can you tell me how much government ultimately got? 12.1, 12.1. Can you tell me how much Bakra ultimately paid consumer? 12.1, 12.1. You know what is Bakra? No? Scapegoat. English conversion of Bakra is scapegoat. Okay, everyone? Got it? So he paid 12.1, 12.1. Government also got that. Tell me one thing. Am I happy? Whatever I collected, I deducted mine. I did not pay anything. Is the wholesaler happy? Yes. Sir, manufacturer, Baba, manufacturer did not have any input on it. Supposing think his was the first stage. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now. So what is VAT? VAT is a model where whatever tax you collect on your output is you can go ahead and deduct whatever tax you pay on your input and you pay the balance amount to the government. You know what? How to calculate shortcut me? I'll explain. Listen, listen. Can you tell me this guy did how much value addition? Value addition means what was his cost? On the cost, how much is the increase he did? 10%, no? 10% pay 10% and 10% is how much? 1 and 1 and 1. So you see over here, government got 1 and 1. If you make any profit, tax on value addition, value added tax. 100 rupees pay, I did only 10 rupees ka value addition. 10 rupees pay 10% and 10% is how much? 1 and 1. Okay. Can you tell me this guy has sold further? How much value addition this guy did? 11 rupees. Yes, everyone. Increase in the value. How much you did? 11. 10% and 10% is how much? 1.1, 1.1. Can you see over here? Over here, this guy did value addition of how much? Tell me. In full 100 rupees was his value addition only. First stage. 100 rupees per 10% and 10% is how much? 10 and 10. Government got 10 and 10. See, there are two ways of calculation. One is output minus input, balance you pay. Second way, everyone. Second way, value addition. Whatever is the value addition, on that you have to pay the tax. Is my point clear to all? Would you guys like to do one question? Yes, everyone. Sir, are you guys done with this? If you are not, no, you don't have to copy. If you want, you can take a picture and copy it later. Can we go ahead, everyone? I would like to go ahead and change it little. Can we do it? Chalo. You guys go ahead and do it now. Okay, I will leave this here only. Not required anyways. I will go ahead and give you one question. You tell me. You guys do it. Okay, everyone? This is one manufacturer. But very important. You have to do it. This is one trade wholesaler, you think. This is one trader over here. And this is one consumer over here. Tell me one thing, everyone. He sold the goods further. This guy sold it further. This guy sold it further. I will tell where he sold at a cost of 1000 rupees. GST rate on these goods. I will give you for an example. CGST is 6%. SGST is 6%. I will give 6 and 6. And I am telling this guy makes a profit, or I will say rather value addition. Baba, it can be profit also, or might be it is increase. You did some further processing and you added some more cost in the goods. Are you guys able to understand it? So, supposingly he did a profit of 200, he sold it further, and he went ahead and did a profit, supposingly of 300. Can you tell me what the ultimate consumer will pay and what government is going to get at the first stage, second stage, and at the third stage? Everyone, you have to do this calculation. People watching at home, I'll wait for you guys. Quickly do it. I'll pause the video. Quickly do. Are we done, everyone? Do it, do it, do it. Done. Can we discuss? People doing it. Quickly do. Can we discuss, everyone? Chalo. Everyone, he will charge CGST and SGST. How much CGST, everyone? 60 and 60. Can you tell me this guy ka output tax liability is how much? 60 and 60. Input tax credit, does he have anything? So he will go ahead and pay 60 and 60. So can you tell me first stage mein how much government will take? 60 and 60. Anyone, any doubt? Now, will he get input tax credit? How much? 60 and this guy got the credit. The wholesaler got the. He went ahead and sold it. Can you tell me what is his cost, everyone? 1000 plus profit is how much, everyone? 1000, sorry, 200 rupees, right? So 1000. Can you tell me CGST and SGST will be how much? 72. That is 66%. Sorry, 6% and 6% is 72. And can you tell me output tax liability, everyone? 72 and input tax credit, everyone? 60 and 60. Can you tell me net amount payable? 12 and 12. Anyone, any doubt till here? Quickly tell me. Can we go ahead? Are we clear with this point till here? Okay. What is the balance payable? 12 and 12. At the second stage, 12 and 12. How can you find out directly 12 and 12? 200 pay 6% and 6%. 200 pay 6% is how much? 12 and 12. So if you want, this is the value addition on this 6% CGST, and in this 6% CGST, SGST is how much? 12 and one way of calculation is on the value addition directly the GST amount, or output minus input balance payable to the government. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Then now can you tell me his input tax credit? How much he paid? Array 72 and yes, everyone. Are we clear till here? Please tell me if everyone is clear. Can I go ahead? Now, okay. He will go ahead and sell it further. Can you tell me when he is going ahead and selling it further? Cost is how much? 1000. Profit 300. How much is the total selling price? GST is how much? CGST is 6%. SGST is how much? 90 and 90. Everyone, this guy will pay to him 1500 plus 90 CGST and 90. Now tell me one thing. What is the output tax liability? Input tax credit, everyone. How much is the balance payable? So third stage, mein how much government got? How much is the total? 90. How much is the consumer paying? 90 and 90. Is my point clear? Is this guy happy? Is this guy happy? Is this guy also happy? No one has borne any tax ka burden over here. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. Can you tell me at the third stage directly if we calculate how much? So third stage pe how much government got actually? So GST is nothing other than value addition pay tax. I bought one goods for 100 rupees. Paid 12 CGST 6%, SGST 6%. Sold the goods for 100 only. Did I do any value addition? Will government get any tax? Output 6 and 6. Input 6 and 6. Will I pay any tax to the government? No. So GST is nothing other than tax on value addition. No value addition, no tax. Whatever value addition you do on that, you have to pay the GST to the government. Is my point 100% clear? Do you want me to explain again or all of you got it? All of you got it? People, very important. I want all of you to tell me, yes, we got it. Then I'll go ahead. Got it, everyone? 100%. Okay, sure. Come. So GST is nothing other than value added tax. And for this example was, Baba, what are the two ways you will go ahead and understand this? One is output pay, you'll go ahead and collect the tax. Input credit if you minus remaining. So what does a shopkeeper do, everyone? If I am a shopkeeper, I bought this mobile phone. I will pay one tax that I will get a credit. When I will sell the mobile phone to you, I will collect tax from you. I will set off and balance I will pay to the. So now you go to any shop, you will understand what is this shopkeeper doing? He is collecting GST from me. Correct? What will that shopkeeper do after collecting the GST from you, everyone? Output say he will deduct the input and he will pay the balance to the government. Is my point clear to all? Or basically, if he bought for 10,000, he is selling you at 12,000. How much is the value addition? On 2,000, he will pay the GST to the. Did everyone 100% get it? Can I go ahead, everyone? Sure. This you understood already. Now, the next point over here is dual model of GST. What do you mean by dual model of GST? Now, any transaction happening in India, both the government will go ahead and eat the tax. Central government will eat CGST. State government will eat SGST. You know what? I'll explain you about one model. One model of tax which is there, which not in India, is known as national model. What do you mean by national model, everyone? In national model, no. People, in national model, central government collects the tax on the goods and service. Whenever goods and service will be sold, who will be collecting the tax? Central government. Central government will collect the tax and then central government will give it to the states. Okay? In India, who is the central government? BJP. They will collect all the tax and then they will distribute to all the states. It means you would want your stipend should come to you or it should go to your papa first and then you will ask your papa. Tell me from the heart. You would want your stipend to come to you, correct or not? Who wants to beg? Give no. Correct or not? So, Papa, in the same way, national model was not possible in India. Why? Because if all the money goes to central government, states are telling center mein BJP is there. State mein supposingly we have any other, no, not Congress. Who told Congress? I love BJP, Congress, all the government I love. Okay? I am going ahead and telling over here, center mein BJP is there. One state mein some other government is there. They are telling, sir, we will have to ask. Who wants to ask? Nobody wants to ask. They are telling whenever one transaction will happen, central government, you take your 50%, 50% we will take. Story over. And that is why in India, dual model GST was adopted. Are we clear, everyone? In dual model, what happens? Whenever a transaction will happen, central government will eat 50%, state government will eat 50%. Can you tell me the state government who will eat 50% will be which state? This 50%, which state will eat? Where the goods are? I sold the goods from Karnataka to Delhi. Which state will get that 50%? Delhi. Is my point 100% clear? Sure, everyone? Sure. Okay. Now, everyone over here now. Chalo. Everyone over here now, listen. After this, if you see below, see Baba, central taxes subsumed, state taxes subsumed, taxes not subsumed. Now, to understand this, everyone over here, what are the taxes which are subsumed? What are the state taxes which are subsumed? Let's go ahead and understand what do you mean by subsumed. People see, central government stood like this, state government stood like this. They put one fire in between. Okay? You understanding everyone? This is what everyone? Fire. And state government did some swaha. Central government did swaha. Some taxes we will put in the fire. Some taxes you put in the fire. That is known as what everyone? Subsumed. What are the taxes which are gone because of coming of GST? And they did some swaha. They did some swaha. And what came out everyone? GST. They told some taxes we will not put in the fire. Some taxes we will also not put in the fire. So we are going to understand what are the taxes which central government put in the fire, what are the state taxes they put in the fire, what are the taxes they did not put in the fire. Are we clear, everyone? Number one, central government told, okay, central excise duty which is on manufacturing, will put in the fire. Swaha over. Next, service tax, everyone, which central government used to charge. Swaha. Right. The next one over here, CVD. What do you mean by CVD, everyone? Counter veiling duty. Countervailing duty. This duty is charged under Customs Act. Under Customs. Okay, everyone. As of now, we are not discussing it. When we see a final, we'll discuss about countervailing duty. Countervailing duty and special countervailing duty, which is charged under Customs Act, will no more be charged. They are put in the fire. Central sales tax. You know what? Whenever goods were sold from one state to another, what was charged everyone earlier? Central sales tax. Now, sales tax also. Swaha. You know, service tax may there used to be Krishi Kalyan cess, Swachh Bharat cess. Okay, all these cess used to be collected by the government. Tax is gone, surcharges and cess also. Swaha, gone. Are we clear, everyone? So you have to remember what are the taxes which are gone with the coming of GST. Now, what are the state taxes subsumed means what are the state government ka taxes which are gone because of coming of GST? Number one, any state surcharge and cess. If state government used to charge any surcharge, any cess, that is gone. Entertainment tax. Baba, Gagan went to see a movie with his girlfriend back then in 2015. Sir, no girlfriend only. Baba, you imagine now. Whomever you want. Okay? Everyone over here. When he went to see a movie with his girlfriend in 2015, that time movie theater mein they used to go ahead and charge what? On the ticket, entertainment tax. Now that is gone. Now they go ahead and charge what, everyone? GST. But supposingly, sir, your name? Zeban. Zeban is very happy. Okay? Now what happened? Zeban went to one local theater. That local theater may, Baba, in municipality or panchayat, that small theater will come. That theater, they will go ahead and charge you 20 rupees, 30 rupees for a ticket. But local municipality will charge municipal taxes, 2 rupees, 3 rupees. Those entertainment tax which are levied by the local body, panchayat, municipality, will still continue. It is not gone. But the other entertainment tax which was there is gone. But local taxes, local entertainment tax which was there, which was charged by whom? Municipality or panchayat, that will still continue. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Entertainment tax is gone. But entertainment tax which is levied by whom? Local bodies like the municipality and panchayat will still continue. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Lottery. You know lottery, everyone. Betting. Betting means horse race, etc. will happen. Gambling. Baba, gambling, casino, etc. May you put money, gamble, cards, etc. That gambling, etc. May whatever tax is there, that is also gone. Earlier, state government used to go, Baba, we have the race course. State government used to go ahead and charge on betting tax. Now those taxes which were there on betting, etc., are gone. What will be charged now? GST. Next. Entry tax. Whenever one truck used to enter from one state to another state, at the entry gate, entry tax used to be there. Gone. Sir, whenever goods are being purchased, whenever goods are being purchased, for an example from other state, purchase tax was there. Gone. VAT and sales tax, Baba VAT, which was on within the state whenever goods are being sold, it was there earlier, gone. Luxury tax, Baba, big hotels, when you go and stay over there, luxury tax they used to charge, that is also gone. Now these are the state taxes which are gone. Now central taxes gone, state taxes gone, and what came out, everyone? Are we clear? Now, but this government and this government both were holding on to some taxes which they did not put in the fire. Are we clear? Number one. Central government charges excise duty, custom duty. What is custom duty, everyone? When you import the goods, import duty. When you export the goods, export duty is there. Import duty and export duty will still continue. They have not subsumed. Are we clear? This second one you already understood. Baba, on your property, you pay property taxes, right? Every year, property tax is still there. It is not gone. Stamp duty, Baba, whenever you register one deed, stamp duty you pay 100 rupees, 200 stamp charges. Yes, that stamp duty is still there. You register your property, land, etc. You have to pay stamp duty. That stamp duty is still there. Electricity pay, there is still electricity duty. You know this alcoholic liquor for human consumption. On this bottle ka manufacturing, alcoholic liquor ka manufacturing पे state government charges state excise duty. State government charges what? State excise duty on manufacturing. That is still there. SED means what, everyone? State excise duty. State excise duty. And one is CED. What is CED, everyone? Central, whenever on manufacturing, state government charges anything, that is state excise duty. Whenever on manufacturing, central government charges, that is known as what, everyone? Central excise duty. Are we clear, everyone? Now, state excise duty on alcoholic liquor for human consumption, it is still there. Central excise duty on petroleum product. What petroleum products, sir? There are five petroleum products. There are five petroleum products which you have to remember. Now, to remember, I have made one mnemonic which is known as HP man. Sir, what is HP man? High speed diesel. Baba, diesel ka whenever manufacturing will be done, central government will charge central excise duty. See, this is not Swaha. This is still there. Central excise duty on HP man. What is HP man, everyone? High speed diesel. Baba, diesel. Diesel ka manufacturing whenever it is done, central government will charge what? Central excise duty. P for petroleum crude. Baba, crude petroleum. Are we clear, everyone? M for motor spirit. What is motor spirit? Array petrol. Petrol ka good name is motor spirit. Okay, everyone. Then next one is aviation turbine fuel. ATF. This is known as what, everyone? Array aeroplane mein that fuel will be there. No, that is known as aeroplane fuel is known as ATF. And the last one is natural gas. These five items which are there, these five item pay still central government charges central excise duty. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Remember one thing, these five item, because of coming of GST, are not gone. These five item pay still the taxes which were charged earlier are still continuing. You must and you should remember it. Are we clear, everyone? Did you guys understand these points? All of you got it? Can I go ahead, everyone? Till here, is everyone clear? What did we understand till now? We understood GST ka definition. What is GST ka definition, everyone? Any tax on supply of goods, services, or both except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Then we understood tax. Then we understood difference between direct tax, indirect tax. See, in your head, I am creating a flow. You are able to remember now. First two lines were there. Then we understood the difference between direct tax, indirect tax. Then we understood the old system ka deficiencies. Then we understood what? Benefits of GST. Sir, what features? Feature, not benefit. Features. Then we understood what? Central taxes subsume, state taxes subsume. What are the taxes which are not gone because of coming of GST? Are we all clear till here? Now, everyone listen to me very carefully. Now, whenever I go ahead and talk about trade and commerce, trade can be of three types. One can be intrastate trade. What do you mean by intrastate trade, everyone? Within the same state. One can be interstate trade. What is interstate, everyone? One state to another state. One can be international trade also. Do you guys agree with me? What is international, everyone? Outside India, say India may goods or services are coming. India, say if outside it is going, it is known as what, everyone? International. Listen carefully. In GST, intrastate is known as intra-state supply only. It is known as what, everyone? Intrastate supply. Interstate and international, they have combined and told this is known as interstate supply. Are you guys able to understand till here? Listen carefully. What do you mean by intrastate supply? Whenever transaction is happening within the state, it means if location of supplier, location of the and the place where he is going ahead and supplying are within the same state, we don't see location of recipient. We see where he is going ahead and supplying. Yes or no, everyone? Supplier and the place where he is going ahead and supplying, if they are within same state, within same state ka example can you give me? Karnataka to Karnataka. I am supplying goods within Karnataka. That is known as what, everyone? Intrastate. You know what GST I will go ahead and charge? I will go ahead and charge when I am doing this transaction. I will go ahead and charge what, everyone? 1 minute. CGST and SGST. Is my point 100% clear? Okay. If I am going ahead and supplying within same union territory, then for an example, Andaman to Andaman, if I am going ahead and supplying the goods, not A and D, A and D, Andaman. If I am supplying, Baba, you have to go ahead and charge CGST and UTGST. Why UTGST? Because it's a union territory. So if I go ahead and give you one example, Ram, I am Ram over here. I went ahead and supplied the goods to supposingly Shyam and Ram. Baba, our time, Ram, Shyam, Mohan, Radha, all these were only the example. So we remember that only. Okay. Nowadays it is little advanced examples which are there. But I remember for example purpose Ram, Shyam only. Okay, we'll take Gagan. ठीक है no leave it now ठीक है Ram sold the goods to Shyam. Ram is in the state of Karnataka. Shyam is in the state of Karnataka. What will he go ahead and charge? 1 lakh rupees का goods invoice में what will he charge? CGST and SGST. Supposingly 9% CGST, 9%, 9,000, 9,000. Are we clear, everyone? He will go ahead and pay him CGST 9,000, SGST. He will do what? He will, whatever output input is there, he will deduct, balance he will pay to the government. Anyone, any doubt? Okay, tell me one thing. If instead of Karnataka, if supposingly Ram is there, this is Shyam over here, this is Ram, this is Shyam. Ram went ahead and supplied the goods to Shyam and 1 lakh rupees ka goods, he is in Andaman and this guy is also in Andaman. Then CGST 9,000, SGST, no, what will he charge? UTGST 9,000. Are we clear? CGST goes to whom? Central government. UTGST goes to whom? Union Territory ka government. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Actually, union territories are being managed by central government only. So money goes to central government. Central government is using for that union territory. That's all. Are we clear? You can as of now say it goes to whom? UT government. Or you can also go ahead and say that it goes to central government. Central government ultimately uses it for the union territory ka benefit. Are we clear, everyone? Can I go ahead? Okay. Now, this you understood what is intra. Now let's understand inter. What do you understand by inter? Whenever a transaction is happening from one state to another, one state to another state. For an example, can you tell me? Karnataka say I sold some goods to West Bengal. Karnataka say I sold some goods to West Bengal. I provided a service in West Bengal. I am in Karnataka. The place where I've done the supply is in some other state. One state, okay, one union territory to another union territory. I am in the state union territory of Andaman. I supply to Chandigarh. Tell me everyone. One UT to another UT. One state to another UT. I am in Karnataka. Supply to Andaman. It can be another UT. Karnataka say I supplied supposedly to Andaman, or might be Andaman say I supplied to Karnataka. Between two countries means import and export basically. I supplied to Dubai. Dubai say some goods are being supplied to India, or Dubai say some services are supplied to India. Always remember import and exports. Within international, I always told you is always what everyone? Interstate, and interstate का case में always what will be charged everyone? IGST. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, I want to go ahead and test you guys on intrastate and interstate, and then we'll go ahead. First of all, you have to tell me what is intra, what is inter. Everyone over here, listen. Location of supplier we'll see, place of supply we'll see, and then we'll see what everyone. What is the nature, whether it is intra or inter, and what is the GST that will come. You guys are ready, everyone? Okay, chalo, let's do it. I went ahead and supplied from Karnataka, place of supply also Karnataka. Inter or intra? Everyone, tell me, inter or intra? Intra. What will you guys go ahead and charge? CGST and Baba, which SGST will you charge? I am in the state of Karnataka. I will go ahead and charge Karnataka SGST. Are we clear with this? Number one, done. Number two, I am in the state of Andaman. And I supplied in the state of Andaman only. Inter or intra, first of all? Intra. Tra. Okay. What will I go ahead and charge everyone? CGST and UT GST. CGST goes to central government. UT GST anyways goes to the central government who uses it for the benefit of the union territory. Or you can say UT GST goes to UT government. Actually, UT government is nothing other than central government only, because UT is managed by whom? Central government. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we clear? Okay. Third one. I am supplying goods from West Bengal to Assam. One state, another state. Intra or inter? Sure, everyone. Sir, what will you charge? Anyone? Any doubt till here? Next. I am going ahead and supplying goods from West Bengal. Okay. Andaman to Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep. Tell me, intra or inter? Inter. What will you charge everyone? Sure? Okay. 5. I am going ahead and supplying goods. People, I am supplying goods supposingly from West Bengal to Andaman. Tell me, intra or inter? Inter. What will I go ahead and charge everyone? IG. Anyone? Any doubt till here? Okay. I went ahead and supplied goods supposingly from Delhi to Delhi. Inter or intra? See GST and Baba, Delhi is a union territory or state? CGST, SGST or CGST and UTGST? Students say UTGST and I say it's wrong. Chalo, I'll go ahead and explain you now. Okay, everyone listen. Tell me one thing, everyone. In India, how many states we have? We actually had earlier 29 states and we had how many union territories? 7 UTs. People who don't know, no problem. Our condolences. Okay. Now, everyone, we had 29 states and 7 UTs, out of which one state was removed. Correct, everyone? Which state? Jammu and how many states are remaining? Sure, everyone? Now, this Jammu and Kashmir was removed as a state and 2 union territories were formed. One was the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir, another was the union territory of Ladakh. Anyone, any doubt till here? Now, everyone listen carefully. Everyone, here. So, how many union territories we have? Okay. Now, in these union territories also, Baba, one is a union territory with legislature and one is union territory without. Now, you will tell me, sir, what do you mean by legislature and without legislature? Now, see, union territories were actually formed because it was a territory of the union government. Central government had that power to manage that territory. Central government will have the power to manage that territory. Now, some territories, some union territories went and told the government, sir, for our state, we want our own legislature, we want our own CM, and hence, for some state, government formed the legislature. Are we clear? And those are known as union territory with legislature. In India, we have Delhi. Baba, Delhi has Kejriwal, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, correct? Secondly, we have Puducherry. Arey Baba, Pondicherry nahi. That is sweetly called Pondicherry. But actual name is what, everyone? Puducherry. And the last one is Jammu and Kashmir. When you read the definition of GST में state का definition हो, it states include, please include in state a union territory with legislature. Hence, can you tell me how many states are there in GST? 30. Are we clear, everyone? 31 states. And can you tell me now how many remaining UTs are there? 6 UTs are remaining? No. Correct? No. 9 minus 3 is 5. How much? 6? No. Use calculators. Can we go ahead, everyone? It is 6. Number 1, Ladakh. Number 2, people who are not telling, I'll assume you don't know. Gagan, second. Sir, let me see. Andaman and Nicobar Island. Third, Lakshadweep. Right, everyone? Fourth one, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Daman and Diu. And the last one, everyone, is Chandigarh. Now listen to me very carefully. If I show you only this much, how many UTs, everyone? 6 union territories. I'm telling 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. I'm telling 6, no 6. Everyone listen now. Now tell me one thing. Delhi ka case mein what will come? CGST and remember, it will always be. Are we clear, everyone? Why? Because Delhi is a state. Are we clear? Now, listen. Can you tell me the seventh one, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli? Baba, both are what? Separate duties. What will you go ahead and charge? Intra or inter? Inter, and what will you charge? Now listen. This, what used to happen is, in India ka map, if you see, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu were very close. Okay. And because central government only has to manage both the place, for both the place, any changes has to be done. Government had to issue separate notifications. That okay, this is to be done here, this to be done here. So in order to make it administratively easy, Government merged both the union territory. And hence, now if you see, it is known as Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. It is not two separate union territory, it is one union territory only now. And hence, you will see, it is how many UTs now? Now, can you tell me if Dadra and Nagar Haveli to Daman and Diu, any goods are supplied intra or inter? Because it is one only. Correct, everyone? And what will you charge everyone? CGST and UT. Hey, S who told? UT? GST. Are we clear till here? Can I go ahead, everyone? Clear? Anyone, any doubt till here? Okay, let me test you guys. I will catch, okay? Whom I will ask. You don't tell answer, okay, everyone? Number one. Assam to Assam. Gagan, what will you charge, Gagan? CGST will go to whom? SGST will go to whom? Which state government? Very good. Assam to West Bengal. Jabra, tell. Uh, how much I remembered, I told. Okay, no. Tell. Intra or inter? Intra or inter? Your friends are lying, you tell correctly. This is one state, this is another state. Intra or inter? Inter. What will you charge? I told no, he's making too much fun in the class. What will come? IG. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next. 10. Hey, last bench. Below the AC, talkative boys and girls. Wait, yellow madam. Next question is for you. Friends, don't help her. 1 minute. Andaman to Daman. Intra or inter, madam? Intra or inter? You're sure? Your friends are not correct. Think. Intra or inter? That's why I tell you, talk less in the class. We know everyone. Now tell one state to another state, one UT to another UT. It will always be what, everyone? What will you charge? Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? Chalo. Next. Who is ready? 11. Now pick your hand. Choose yourself as the bakra. Quickly, everyone. Okay. I will only choose bakra or bakri. Wait. Okay, from US, I got the goods to India. Two different country. Intra or inter? What will you charge? See, together everyone is talking. Individually, you catch one person. Oh, tell no, tell no, tell no. Everyone, you got it or not? See here. Whenever it is within the same state or same UT, CGST and SGST and CGST and UTGST, two different state, two different UT, one state, one UT, two different country, always IGST. Everyone, India, how many states? 31. Don't tell outside 31. For GST purpose only it is 31. Otherwise, you will tell how much? 28. Otherwise, tomorrow only they will take the fees ka refund. Sir is teaching wrong. You getting my point? Only for GST purpose, it is how much? 28 plus 3. Delhi, in exam, don't write Pondi. What will you write, everyone? Puducherry. And Jammu and Kashmir. And 5 union territories, which is Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and they are one or two? One. Ladakh and Chandigarh. Are we all 100% clear till here? Tell me. Anyone with any doubt till here? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, listen, tell me one thing, everyone. So, if I go ahead and ask you one thing, one person, he went ahead and sold the goods to another person. One person sold the goods to, he is in Assam. Assam ka guy went ahead and sold to West Bengal ka guy. What will he go ahead and charge? Okay. What will you go ahead and charge everyone? 1 lakh rupees ka goods. IG. How much will be the IGST? Tell me. 18%. ठीक है. He went ahead and sold him the goods. He went ahead and paid the 1 lakh rupees plus 18,000. He will pay the 18,000 to whom? Now here what happens? IGST always goes to central government. Central. Okay, everyone. Now central government will do what? If this guy in West Bengal is a registered person, he would want his input tax credit. Yes or no? Central government will give him the input tax credit. Are we clear? Another question. If this guy in West Bengal is not a registered person, then he will not take the credit. It means he is the consumer finally. He is not a registered person means for government it's a B2C transaction, business to consumer. He is not a registered person means consumer ultimately. What will central government do with 18,000? Baba, GST is a dual model GST. Central government can't keep 100%. What will central government do? It will keep 9,000 with itself. 9,000 government will give to which state? West Bengal state government. Are we all clear till here? Can we go ahead? So, Baba, listen. Within the state transaction, they will charge CGST and SGST. CGST will go to central government, SGST will go to state government. Are we clear? Outside the state, they will charge what? IGST. IGST will go to central government. Central government will keep half, half will go to the state government. But your thought will be, sir, outside the state also, why did they go ahead and charge CGST and correct or not? Why didn't they go ahead and simply charge CGST and SGST and make it simple? Yes or no, everyone? Why IGST came in? That we'll go ahead and discuss after a quick break, everyone. Let's take a break. Once we come back from the break, I will go ahead and talk about CGST, SGST, and why IGST came. Right, everyone? Let's take a break. Once we come back from the break, we'll continue our discussion. Let's take a break.